Hey, Casey right here. I know I look terrible. It's 12:30 in the morning, and I was waiting on Clint's paycheck to hit the bank, and it's gone through now, so it's time. It's time to make my last credit card payment ever, and I'm going to try to get through this without getting emotional, but I know I should probably wait on him to do this together, but honestly, I can't wait anymore. I'm ready to be rid of this debt. I'm ready to start this new chapter in our lives, and I want to do it now at 12:30 a.m. Okay, so as you can see, our current balance is $415.63, and we're going to pay. Choose the amount, statement balance, and yes, pay it. You've scheduled. So that was it. It's obviously not going to be zero right now, but in a few days I can log in and it'll say zero, and that'll be it. I didn't want to cry on the internet. It's been a lot. It's been really hard. But it's over now. So 10 months, it took us 10 months, which I know that's not a lot in comparison to a lot of people's debt-free journeys. There are some people who it took them years, and I'm so thankful that we didn't have a ton of debt. We really didn't have a ton, but to us it felt like a ton. It felt tremendous. But I'm thankful that we didn't have any student loans. We just had my car, and we had a credit card, and it was pretty equally split. The amounts were almost exactly the same, so it kind of, we didn't really get much of a snowball because we were just attacking one. And then once the car was paid off, we were actually able to get through the credit card pretty quickly. So the debt actually totaled almost half of our annual income. Like I said, it wasn't a lot, but on paper we make pretty good money, but that's on paper. We still have, insurance and business expenses and child support and booth rent for the salon, and we have a lot of things going out. So the number at the end isn't a lot. We don't have a lot to work with. So the little amount of debt that we did have, it seemed huge. And so we were actually able to, like I said, pay off almost half of our annual income. So that means we were living on the bare minimum. We were living on, Sorry, I can't think. I'm just so relieved. I'm really relieved. And I never want to have to do this again. If I had to nail down, like, what the key was, because I know on the Dave Ramsey show, when people go on and do their debt-free screams, he asks, what's the key to getting out of debt? And for me, I think there was two things. Number one is staying motivated, because it's hard, especially when you see all of your friends going on trips and doing fun stuff, going out. And meanwhile, you're like stuck at the house. It's really hard to stay motivated because, you know, you start feeling sorry for yourself. And so staying motivated is really hard. So I had to listen to the Dave Ramsey show every single day. I know Grayson asked me this morning, he said, are we going to have to listen to Dave Ramsey every day still? And I was like, why? You don't like listening to him? And he was like, well, I do. But do we really have to listen to him every day? I was like, no, we don't have to listen to him every day anymore. But there is baby step 3 that we have to do now. So there's that 3 to 6 months of emergency fund, if you're not familiar with the 7 baby steps. But I know listening to him and to all the families doing their scream, it would always make me cry. And I'm not a crier. I know I'm crying right now, but I'm way more prone to cry happy tears than I am sad tears. I was always like taught, suck it up. As a kid, don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't cry. But happy tears, that's way more likely to happen. So I would cry huge happy tears for these people, and I would feel for them, and I would listen to their stories, and it would keep me motivated. You know, you have to, like, keep your eye on the prize. You have to, you know, fight the good fight and stay the course. That was a lot of, like, metaphors in one sentence. But you kind of have to do that to get through it, because otherwise, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's hard otherwise. And also, this might sound crazy, but tithing was huge for me, because I don't know, for the longest time I struggled with that number, that 10% number. I didn't understand how I was going to make the math work, giving away 10% of my income. It's not that I didn't want to be generous, it's just the plain fact that the math didn't add up. Like, how are we going to do that and pay our bills and eat? And you know what? Finally, there was a sermon. I don't remember what the sermon was about, which is terrible. But I got a feeling, or I know it was God. I know it was God saying, you know, you have to kind of like let this go, release control of this, because, you know, unless you have faith, unless you believe in what I can do and put all your trust in me, you know, you're not going to get through this. And I'm not kidding when I say that he does amazing things with math, because whenever, you know, I would think there was no way, money would come in and blessings would happen and people would pay for your speeding tickets. You know who you are. and all of these amazing things would happen. I don't know if you believe in God, but I've seen miracles, and this was a miracle. 10%, of our income was going out, but we were getting it back tenfold, and then some, for placing our trust in Him. Anyway, I just wanted to document this for you guys as well as for me, so that I can kind of look back on it and see you don't want to do this again. Otherwise, you'll look like a fool on the internet. So, I don't know. I kind of wish that I had done this channel sooner, so that I could have shared more with you guys. I kind of started this on the tail end of my debt-free journey, which is better than not starting at all. But to be able to help someone else, like a lot of these other YouTube channels do, would have been really awesome. Shout out Budget Girl. She paid off her debt this day last week, so a week ago today, and I felt like I was going through it with her. It's amazing, what you're able to do when you put your mind to it, and God has your back. I have to put that in there too. It's amazing. So, I'm debt free. I don't want to scream. I'll scare my dog. And plus, I'm not like a screamer. I have a very small range of voice. It's either here or up here somewhere, but never way up here. So anyway, that was me screaming. That was my debt-free scream. Anyway, this took a weird turn. Thanks so much for watching, guys. You're my favorites. Peace and love.